Done. You're my best snowman yet.
Want some rusty pot key?
Holy shit!
Hey, come back!
A big thank you to Rusty Pot for sponsoring this video. There's currently a flash giveaway, meaning that between the 1st and 25th of December, every minute of every day, Rust skins are being given away for free. Go and check them out at the top of the description. Make sure you gamble responsibly and you're over 18. Rust is the land of opportunity. In a matter of hours, you can violently trade your way up from a wooden stick to some of the most serious weaponry. In my 3,000 hours, I've seen it and done it all. Whether it's luck, having neighbors who suck, or you just one-tapped some schmuck, we're gonna experience it all over the next 4 videos. This isn't your usual series, as the circumstances are anything but. Without revealing anything too much, I will say that we do start off solo. I had big plans for this wipe. Free Steam code for the Rust instruments. It was going to be my first solo series in a while. I'd cut out the next 4 days of my life to play Rust. Solo is the greatest challenge any player can set themselves, and although I was playing all on my own, I can't remember a time that I've been so excited to undertake a challenge like this. But the gods of Rust would not be kind. But that's okay, because if it was easy, it would be boring.
Yeah, come on, my mama told me one day I'ma grow up big and I'ma be a king, and my papa told me it's okay to sit where shit hurts, don't forget your dreams cause they'll get you through this.
There's a whole bunch of items. I guess if you have all of them, it's probably going to sound pretty cool. Role players are evolving in Rust. The time right now is 1 AM, so the server wiped pretty much exactly 6 hours ago. Now, as I said, it's a solo-only server, and I've noticed a lot of wooden doors and wooden bases. Little bases like this can be an absolute gold mine in terms of blueprints. This one's actually decaying. Oh, there's a bear down there. Oh, lag. Huh. Unbeknownst to me, the server was actually being DOS attacked. DDoSing, DOS, whatever you want to call it. A DOS attack is when loads and loads of packets of information are sent to a website or a server, essentially just splitting the bandwidth over and over again. So you imagine a server has got information of thousands of people all trying to connect to it. This was unfortunate, and I should have seen this as a potential reason to leave, but I went against my better judgment and just hoped that it would all be sorted out. It was very late at night, and I was just trying to get a good head start so I could do a lot of PvP on the second day. I was able to get back on nearly half an hour later, and that's when I learned that I was starving to death. My full inventory of loot was gone. It's okay, because it only took me about 5 or 6 minutes to farm, but it was annoying nevertheless. I waited a good hour just expecting the DOS attack to stop, and this is where we'll lead on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a base here and just run through a ranch and dome, get a bunch of materials together. Hopefully I'll get a gun. The server is very dead at the moment. Everyone's gone to bed. It is 6 AM. I'm literally going to stay on for an hour, see how much I can get done. Only wooden doors though. I imagine there might be a lot of loot in this base, and he may have just wooden doors. I'm literally going to build a base right here, right next to him, because he's not online and I can just raid him. Getting a bunch of crude oil cooking as well now. Oh, shotgun trap already, boys. Oh, we just got a bed and 6 pipes. Jeez. Sweet. This is a great start. Right, so I've just been farming for not very long at all, and I already have all this. So I'm gonna head home, finish off the base, wait out the dark a little bit because it's pitch black. So yeah, 300 low grade, shotgun trap, we've already got medical syringe, we've got a bed. With about half an hour of being on the server, I had a revolver, and every time I left the base, I got another full inventory of good loot. Now this isn't normally how I progress in a game. I'm very much PvP orientated, so doing so much farming and seeing how efficient, quick and easy it is to get loads of loot kind of surprised me. I always assumed PvP was the better way of progression, but with that in mind, I decided to try my luck and do oil rig. Oil rig would be incredibly difficult with just a revolver and limited meds, and unfortunately the airdrop didn't help at all either, but with the server being so quiet I thought I'd try my luck. I don't have a lot of meds with me, so I can't really fuck up. Okay, headshots only, here we go. I was able to clear almost all of oil rig. I knew I couldn't do the large scientists with just a revolver, and I looted the entire oil rig and got literally nothing. The elite crates weren't there, the scientists ended up being a bit more of a struggle than I was expecting, and I eventually just had to bounce with nothing but a little bit of shame. All in all, today had been a bit of a learning curve, and as I hadn't played solo in a while, I wasn't going to be too hard on myself. Huh. Didn't even know that was a thing. There's at least 4 or 5 more. Even though I'm killing them pretty much instantly as they peek the corner, they still manage to get like 20 damage or whatever. I don't understand why there aren't elite crates here. It's like the only reason I came here. Right, I think it's time to just leave, I'll be honest. We haven't done very well at all off this. And it's really annoyed me because I was hoping to get some guns and stuff, but it just took me absolutely ages to kill everything, and we didn't get any good loot at all. And the boat's nearly broken? Jesus. I got back to base and raided my neighbor, and to my surprise, he had a lot more loot than I was expecting. Moment of truth. Yo, this guy... Okay, worth. Here we go. Jeez. Jeez. I just raided a freaking 2x1 with 800 scrap and over 100 HQM. I'd been on the server for more like 2.5 hours, not the hour that I originally planned. With the server population now steadily increasing as everyone woke up and came on to play Rust, I knew I could get some cracking PvP, and I was finally in a position where I'm ready to fight. I don't have any great guns, but a revolver in the right hands is a good enough weapon. While trying to decide what to do, Fate sent me the cargo ship. Although I ran for nearly 8 blocks and couldn't find a boat, I eventually found a horse crossing the entire procedural map until I found a chungus. Now, any of you who watch my content know I'm really not good at piloting these. I'm typically the guy riding shotgun or just sniping with a bolty. So let's see how this goes. Right, I think I know how to fly. You just hold W and then I think the key is just not to rush it. Oh, there's definitely a player on it. Right, he's in the middle. Let's go to the back. Or DB. Got him. From this point, I looted the entire ship until I heard him crash land in a heli much like I did earlier. I expected him to just be camping the boat at the back, knowing full well that is my only exit route. I did check the area, but I couldn't find him. I jumped into the boat, ready to leave, and immediately died. Oh, you shit! I was absolutely fucking livid. I outplayed this guy so hard with just a DB and a Rev against an LR, and I was really angry that I'd lost all the loot. But in hindsight, this was probably a good thing. If I had won the fight and got all this loot home, I would have been pretty persistent and staying on the server. And as it was, shortly after getting back to base and just before I logged off, the server just started crashing again. It was another huge DDoS attack. I decided just to log off, calm down, come back later, and the next morning, the same issue issues prevailed anyway. The server's getting DDoSed again. What is going on with this server, man? It was at this point that I messaged Brit and asked him what was going on. So it turns out the server was getting attacked by pretty advanced DDoS. The protection that was on a server just simply wasn't enough, and over time, the server just began to crash. I don't know who out there is doing this, but congratulations. I'm gonna go and play duo instead. Right, so I've just found a pretty cool server. Me and my friend Nep are going to do some gaming together now. It's a 3K map size, and it's a 100-player cap, solo duo only, which is pretty much perfect. So that is exactly what I want in the solo duo server. Yo, I'm friendly, bro. I'm just spawned.
On that team?
I've got a friend. Oh, really? Mate, the whole world's going to see what you just did. You're a bad person. Want a team. Anyone who comes running up to you and says want a team, immediately run in the opposite direction. So yeah, I've just found a pretty much perfect map. That guy might have actually done me a favor. I think I'm in a better place already. Yeah, so I'm closer to airfield. I want to live near airfield anyway. Thanks, dude. But yeah, my mate's going to be on very, very shortly. I'm just going to get like a base and some sleeping bags down as quick as possible. Let's do a little montage of getting all the way up to revolvers or something. We do very, very well on this server, and we progress very quickly through our PvP skill. Prowess, agility, amazing ability, whatever you want to call it. We put the old hatchet and pickaxe away and favor the bow. That episode will be out tomorrow. I really want to post that because I feel like this whole episode has been a bit of a downer, but that is just rust. It's not always victory after victory. Sometimes you do just get cucked, and it happens to the best of us. I hope you enjoyed this video. You got the next one coming very, very soon. I'm going to start working on it now. A huge shout out to my patrons. I'll see you all in the next one, and as always, have fun, guys.
Hoping